He has traveled 71 districts, not by bus, not by train, not by plane, and not by cycle, and not by motorcycle, but on foot. And so today we are going to meet Mr. Santosh Srestha, and he will tell the most important and the most interesting things that he traveled 71 districts very successfully and without carrying money.
It's a beautiful experience to start with. Yeah, everyone has struggled. Like when you start new thing, there is disappointment going on. People demotivate you, right? Beautiful part because everyone can travel with money, right? But when you don't have money, so what would you do? That's the main question I had in my mind. But I took it easy because
Could you please tell me that how the idea did come for the first time for the traveling?
I already had an idea since in childhood. Like I'm a strange guy. I always wanted to do strange thing, like new thing, so that I don't go for success. I go for achievements. That was my beautiful part of my life.
As you say that you want to have a new career as a traveler.
Yeah.
So did your parents agree with you?
That's a nice question, but
Today we are going to meet a very special person, and this man is very special in the sense because this man has already completed solo traveling of this country, I mean Nepal, and he has already traveled 71 districts. So he has already covered 71 districts and only 6 districts are left. And the interesting thing is that he has traveled 71 districts not by bus, not by train, not by plane, and not by cycle, and not by motorcycle, but on foot. So this is the very interesting fact. And so today we are going to meet Mr. Santosh Srestha, and he will tell the most important and the most interesting things that how he traveled, and what sort of people he met on the way, and what sort of experience that he received. Another interesting thing is that for the traveling purpose he did not carry money with him. This is very interesting thing. Without money and traveling, this sounds very much ridiculous and not possible as well, but he has made it possible. He traveled 71 districts very successfully and without carrying money. So how he made it all possible? So let's know from Santosh Srestha. So
no state.
so Mr. Santosh,
Yes.
I want to know that how this became possible, because without money and traveling so long distance you covered so far, and without money, and otherwise normally that when people travel from one place to another place, so they arrange money first and after then they spend very little.
Yeah.
They are very frugal as far as the expenditure is concerned, and they save money and then they travel slowly, and when money is finished then they return.
Yeah.
But in your case it is completely different, that you take no money and you have no money at all, and you just travel, and 71 district you have already covered without money and so much traveling. How it is possible? So could you please entertain us?
Yeah, sure. It's a beautiful experience to start with. Yeah, everyone has struggled. Like when you start new thing, there is disappointment going on. People demotivate you, right? So those were my strength to walk more. To be honest with you, hunger was the first thing that I got to know on travel. Yeah. So without money, why I choose without money? That's a beautiful part because everyone can travel with money, right? But when you don't have money, so what would you do? That's the main question I had in my mind. But I took it easy because I knew like everyone could speak in Nepali. That's the main first thing. Like when you have communication, then you get connections, right? That's how I build it up. But at the first age when I started doing this, it was really kind of hard for me to manage everything and balance everything in one place. Like I said, when I started my journey up till like 15 to 25 district, I didn't know like how to manage my things.
Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah.
Could you please tell me that how the idea did come for the first time for the traveling?
I already had an idea since in childhood. Like I'm a strange guy. I always wanted to do strange thing, like new thing, so that I don't go for success. I go for achievements. That was my beautiful part of my life. So I started like it is hard. Like you need to manage your family. You need to ask your family permissions to walk out and this and that. But at the end of the show, this all becomes when you have guts, when you have positiveness within yourself. then you can walk wherever you want, because I had a good the good part of me was like I could communicate with everyone. I can make friends, family easily. So that I learned from call center, to be honest with you, because like it's all about marketing after all. So I have this what do you call this feelings within myself. Yeah, I can do it, but I don't know what would happen next. That was the only
What was your
question.
family reaction? Because definitely they wanted you to do some work and settle your life
Yeah, yeah.
and get more education, start your business, settle your life.
Yeah,
Because if you travel like this way, then there is no possibility of beginning a career, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
As you say that you want to have a new career as a traveler.
Yeah.
So did your parents agree with you?
That's a nice question, but nobody agrees on that. My father, like, he told me, "Have you gone psycho?" Like, he literally told me like that. But I was like, okay with it, because when you are psycho, when you become a different than usual, then nobody trusts you at that point particularly, right? Now my father says like, okay, now he has done a good job, because if I were like doing what he was saying at that moment, then I was never here, like I could never complete 71. It was hard for me, like no one was like supporting me, like I told them like I'm going without money, and they said like, how is it possible? Like nowadays there is no humanity, like people are selfish now, more on this and that money. But I've seen different parts of my life, like I knew like I could walk more. But the only problem like I always had was like, what's gonna be next? That was my big question arising every time. I had a dream, and I'm still on my dream, to be honest with
One
you.
more thing I want to know from
Yeah.
you. You see that you have already seen the cities, urban areas, and how people are living here, and you have also traveled the very far-flung, remote areas, and you have seen the people how they live there. And we have heard many stories that life is very difficult in the remote areas. But many of us we could not have that opportunity to visit there. But you have traveled Rolpa, Dolpa, Dune, as you say, that
yeah.
very remote areas. So how is life there?
To be
Are
honest,
people really in the suffering?
to be honest, like as my perspective, what I found is like they are happy actually, because see, this is how we go. I grew up in Kathmandu, where there were everything, right? But there are places like they don't have anything, like roads, like let's say electricity. Some places still there are no lights. They survive on solar, which means they were happy. What the best part is, like when you see something remote area from far away, you see like, oh man, they are really in bad conditions, or like it's not developed there, like nothing is going there, like they might have food problem, like so many problems comes across, right? But for me, looking at that place was different perspective. I
When
knew.
when we talk about development, what do you think? What sort of development actually these people actually require? Development
Just
in
like
the field of medical sector or education
yeah,
sector,
yeah.
or what?
Education is the main source that we need to build up. Because when you have knowledge, then you change. You can read, write, and you can explore the world itself. Like for living, to be honest. Actually, we're surviving here. Everyone is surviving here. But I can honestly tell, like, I'm living my life, and those who are living in that village, particular remote area, they are living their life, because they don't have any expectation from anyone, because they have never seen electricity before. And whether if you go there and like put the electricity, it's not going to affect to them, because if you see 20 years ago and now, they are still in dark. So if you bring a light to them, they will be surprised for 1 or 2 days. But at the end of the day, whether there was no light or they have a light, they are
Will
happy.
you please tell me that when exactly did you start your traveling, and how long would you like to continue this?
I started on August 2019, before 2020, visit 2020. And I'm gonna stop until my last breath stops. So I'm gonna keep on going, because I have this craving inside me. It's all about nature, people, the culture that I see. the tradition that we follow. It's
What about
beautiful.
what about marriage, children, and settlement?
I haven't thought yet, because like future I cannot go for it, and I can only predict for tomorrow, but I cannot what's gonna happen for future, right? So I'm neutral for right now. But let's say if I found some interesting girl or woman, let's say, if she is interested in traveling like me, a crazy guy, then yeah, probably there might be a chances, but I haven't thought yet.
Now you are traveling in Nepal, isn't it? And a few years you have already spent traveling in Nepal. Do you think that later you would like to travel abroad as well, or you would like to confine your traveling within Nepal?
First, I'll do Nepal, because like I'm born in Nepal. I was born in Nepal, and I'm a Nepali. So that's the first priority I'm gonna give it. Yeah, and second, yeah, obviously I'm gonna go for world.
As you say that you are traveling Nepal and without money.
Yeah.
But this is not possible in case if you want to go abroad for traveling, then definitely you need money. So then how will you arrange that
No,
finance?
there are ways to manage things.
For example,
Let's say I can exchange like working for 2 days, because Nepal is only a place like where you don't have like temporary jobs, or like let's say part-time job, that's what we call, right? So Nepal wants like, okay, you stay for a month, then we pay you a salary for a month, right? So I need to wait for a month. So in the same case, let's say if I'm in US, then I can work for 2 days as a traveler and get some money from that, and then keep on my travel.
okay, you are traveling in Nepal and you are walking on foot, isn't it?
Yep.
So if you are in abroad, then would you like to travel like the same way?
Yeah, I'm gonna do by road. I'm gonna do by road.
Will you walk there as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, I'm gonna do by road. It's not only about walking there. Probably I might hitchhike. What would I say is like I'll do by road, because there are some countries like
Okay,
where
by doing
you
all
need
this
to-
traveling, okay, you travel in Nepal and you most probably later you may visit foreign countries as well. What message would you like to give by doing all these activities, especially traveling activities, I mean to say?
Yet I've been sharing positivity. That's the best. I mean, the best. What do you call it? Strength that I've been getting, and like I'll be sharing my stories, and I'll be improvising in Nepal. Obviously, I'm a Nepali guy, and when I go abroad, like my story's gonna be there. It's gonna be a new story for them, and I'm gonna tell like them there is not only Himalayas where you can visit. We have Nepal is a country where we have lots of natural beauties out here, so I can explore. I can tell them a story about new places,
Right.
and then they can go there, and like that's how development starts, right?
When we leave house and go out, then we are very much vulnerable, and we also have different experiences, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in your case, when you started your traveling, so definitely you had good experiences as well as bad experiences. So could you please tell me that one experience that really actually not bad experience, not good experience, but it was a very different sort of experience because that experience enlightened you. Like Gautam Buddha, he spent so many years, but there was a moment, a single moment when he was enlightened, and then he realized that actually I got the truth. I got the truth, and that actually changed his life. So in your case also, did you realize somewhere in certain situation that you also realize actually I have understood the life? Did you have that situation?
For me, like beautiful part is like I can be myself. That's what I got to know, because like when I was in Kathmandu, like before traveling, I was under someone. There was always responsibility on my head. Now I have an open sky where I can be bird. I can fly like a bird. I can stand just still like a tree, and the connection between nature and me is really beautiful out there. So for me, what I got to know more better is like better me myself. Like I got to know what's my strength, how many kilometers I could walk, rather than talking about all those shit. Because what I believe is like I'm not a Gautam Buddha, to be honest with you. I'm not a Gautam Buddha, but what I learned is like what I grow within myself. That's the best part that I've learned.
When you travel in Nepal, so please tell me that what is the message that you want to deliver, And if you travel abroad, then what message would you like to would you like to give to other people there? Because messages will be different then.
Yeah, yeah. For me, like, be yourself, and just
So now here, what is your message for the Nepalese youth, for the Nepalese people?
okay. You
What
can
is your message?
you can travel anywhere you want. You don't need money. All you need to have is guts and positivity towards you. Then you can travel Nepal. To be honest with you, when you go abroad, then you are gonna be the new story for them. So you can be a change towards them to come to Nepal and see our beauty, nature out here. And what I got like before, the beautiful message is like, I know everyone from Nepal now. I have a good relationship. That's what I got. And you can also do that by respecting everyone, by accepting everyone's opinion. And that's how we grow, man. I'm so sorry, but
Would you like to tell me one bad experience you had and that actually shocked you?
there was a guy. I was sitting right over there, and like, this guy came to me and he just told me like, go back home for no reason. And that was my first experience. I think I covered like three district at that moment, yeah. And we were having conversation in a while, and he told me like, how many district have you been so far? And I just said like, I was a happy guy there, and I just told him like, man, 3. And then he said like, I think you guys gonna be fail sometime, or whatever. Let's say your energy is gonna be wasted. Go home back, make family, make relationship, or do work, make money. That was all he wanted me to do. But he judged me in a very quick way. And that was like really disappointment. And I had a bad experience too in Dorchula, to be honest with you. I came after this lockdown. I walked almost like 1200 kilometers just to see Kalapani out there. And this guy from CDO, he didn't let me go there.
Oh,
First thing was obviously Corona was going thing. Okay, that's fine. But still I can wear masks, I can be protective within myself, and I can walk there, right? I was always with my precaution, like I never went some places like without knowing that. But anyways, that was the worst experience disappointment experiences that I got, because they didn't allow me what I was craving for. And this CDO guy, he told me like, he used to rough word, to be honest with you. He's really big people, and big people does that, then it's really a disappointment, like. So I was and I didn't went like, I was not happy in that place, like the day when the day I was there, I was back the same morning. I was back to Doti the same morning. I didn't know why, like what thing was going on. And again, they said like it's all about land dispute, blah blah blah. I'm a traveler. Let me travel. Yeah, I don't care about like what's land dispute is all about, because I'm not into it. I'm into nature. So if you respect me as a traveler, then I keep on walking. If you stop me, then when there is no reason to stop me, then it grudge me a lot.
Yeah.
So now you think like I've covered like, I literally wasted my energy. That's what would I say, because I walked like 1200 kilometers. It's not a joke.
yeah.
Nobody can walk that much just to see Kalapani. And after walking there, I had to come back within the next day. So imagine how would I feel at that moment, I was really disappointed. At that moment. I was not happy with anyone. I still have a letter from them, right? I still have a letter from them written like, this guy from this resident has been sent back because of Corona, but actually the reason is land dispute. So I didn't like that place. So after walking 71 district, and this is the achievement that I've got. It's a new cloth, it's made in Nepal. I got the jacket, I got like track, like windproof. This was sponsorship by Kim 8848. It's a Nepali brand made in Nepal. So if you guys want it, then you can go to store. It's in Pokhara, it's in Kathmandu. They have got like lots of outlet, and beautiful owner, by the way, Anu ji. So I had a beautiful talk with her, and then she sponsored me this clothing, which is for winter especially. So thank you so much once again, and really appreciate. Keep on gonna do good things ahead, and I'm keep on traveling till my last breath stops. So thank you so much once again.
Okay. So we are talking with Mr. Santosh Shrestha. He has already traveled 71 districts of Nepal, and only 6 districts are left, and he is very much determined to travel other places as well. And I would like to give special thanks for doing this great work, and also he has got our best wishes and the best wishes from all the people of this country. And also there are so many people living outside Nepal, and they have, because now they also know you very well,
Yeah.
and you have got their well wishes as well. So I'm very sure that he will have no trouble in the rest of his traveling. Our best wishes are with you, and thank you very much, Mr. Santosh Shrestha, for
Thank
giving
you.
your time.
Pleasure,
So,
pleasure.
So once again, best of luck for your success.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Stay blessed. Everyone stay blessed, and keep on doing what you're doing. Love what you do, do what you love. So this is the only message that I can bring it out. Namaste. Jai Desh.